Good afternoon, students. In previous class, we studied about the torque on a rectangular current loop by using it. Torque on a rectangular current loop in a uniform magnetic field. Okay. By applying a Fleming's left-hand rule, we find the torque along the circular loop. That is, the final equation is tau is equal to NIAB into sin theta. This expression we find in previous class. Okay. Now today we are going to start the topic of magnetic dipole moment of a current loop. Okay. Now see what is the definition of magnetic dipole moment of a current loop. The product of current I and a area vector A is called a magnetic dipole moment of a current here. Okay. Now see the definition. What is the magnetic dipole moment of a current loop is the product of current I and A and the vector A and the vector A of the loop is known as a magnetic dipole moment of a current loop. It is represented as the product of current I and area of a vector A is vector I into vector A. This is the expression for a magnetic dipole moment of a current loop here. Okay. Now see what is A, what is M here. Now A is the wave. A is a direction of A along normal to the direction of A along normal to the loop here. Okay. Here we are considering a one loop, that is direction of A along normal to the plane of the loop. Normal to the plane of the loop. Okay. Next we have current I, where vector I is the current here. Current along the plane of the loop. And vector M is the, what is M here? M is the direction of dipole moment. Direction of dipole moment. Direction of dipole moment M normal to the plane. Normal to the plane. Okay. Next we have a N cap. N cap is the unit vector that is normal to the loop. Okay, this is the magnetic dipole moment of a current loop. Means in a current loop, the product of current I and a area of the loop is called a magnetic dipole moment. Okay, where M is the direction of the dipole moment normal to the plane, I is the current along the plane of the loop, and A is the direction of A along a normal to the plane of the loop here. Okay. Now in previous class we considered that rectangular loop, that is PQRS in the presence of a magnetic field. Okay. where the loop, this one, the loop QR, current loop QR and magnetic field produces an angle that is called a alpha here. Okay, where alpha or theta, you can consider that angle as alpha or theta. If we consider the theta means, what is the theta? Theta is the angle between. When we are considering its rectangular current loop means in the presence of a magnetic field, the magnetic field and along a rectangular loop, that is QR and the magnetic field produce at an angle, that angle is theta means, where theta is the angle between current loop and the magnetic field. Okay. Take down. Okay, theta is the angle between current loop and the magnetic field here. Okay. Next, in previous class we studied that we find the torque along a rectangular loop. That is, tau is equal to IAB sin theta. Therefore, the torque along a current loop, when carries a current I. That the expression is tau is equal to IAB sin theta. Tau is equal to IAB sin theta. We know that the magnetic dipole moment M is equal to the product of current and a unit vector. The product of current and area of a vector is vector I cross vector I into vector A. Okay. By the expression of a torque along a current loop when carries a current I is tau is equal to IAB sin theta. Now we can write this one as MB sin theta. Okay. Consider this one as equation 1. Starting we written that one after the definition of a magnetic dipole moment. That consider this one as equation 1. Next, this is equation 2. Now, tau is equal to MAB sin theta. How we are writing is from equation 1. From equation 1, we have a vector IAB sin theta is equal to the product of vector I and vector A is equal to vector M here. That is, tau is equal to MB sin theta. Now, by the formula, we can write this one as, we know the formula, that is A cross vector B is equal to AB sin theta. Okay. Vector A cross vector B is equal to AB sin theta. Here we are having a tau is equal to MB sin theta. That is tau is equal to MB sin theta. Now we can write this one as tau is equal to vector M cross vector B here. Okay. Consider this as equation 3. By using a expression of a torque along a current loop when carries a current I, that is tau is equal to vector I vector AB sin theta, where I cross A is called a product of Product of current and area factor A is called a magnetic dipole moment of a current loop, that is MB sin theta, where MB into sin theta is equal to vector M cross vector B by the formula of A cross B is equal to AB sin theta. Now, the electric dipole moment in an electrostatics unit, we studied that the electric dipole moment P in an electric field. In the electrostatic unit, we studied that the electric dipole moment P, that is P in an electric field, E, that is vector E. The electric dipole moment P in an electric field E can be written as, we have that formula we proved in a first chapter, that is tau is equal to vector P cross vector E. It is a dipole moment, E is the electric field. Tau is equal to vector P cross vector E here. Okay. Now we can written this one as tau is equal to, by the formula of this one vector A cross vector B, we have P E sin theta. P E sin theta. Consider this one as equation 4. Next, that is tau is equal to P E sin theta. For a n number of circle, if we are considering a circle, we are considering a current loop, means it is having a n number of turns, means therefore if the loop has n turns, means if the loop has n number of turns, the dipole moment, this one, the magnetic dipole moment, that is M is equal to n into number of turns into current I into area of vector A here. This is the magnetic dipole moment when the current loop having a n number of turns. Okay, take down. Okay, next we are having a circular current loop as a magnetic dipole. Okay, in previous class we studied that the magnetic dipole on the axis of a circular loop carrying a current I. By using this diagram, we find out that magnetic dipole moment on the axis of a circular current loop. Okay. Here we are considered one element, that is AB, and this one as A dash, B dash, in which the current I is flowing from here P to Q, where the distance between from center of the O to the point P as X, and the distance between point P and P dash, that is A. By using this structure, the magnetic dipole on the axis of a circular current loop of carrying a current I, we derived that equation, that is B is equal to mu naught divided by 4 pi 2 pi I into R square divided by R square plus X square whole to the power of 3 by 2. Okay, this is the final expression of a magnetic dipole on the axis of a circular loop in which it is having a radius r and the current I is flowing here. It is having a radius r, the current I is flowing. By using this expression, we are finding a circular current loop as a, we are showing the circular current loop as a magnetic field here. Okay, B is equal to mu naught divided by 4 pi 2 pi I into r square divided by r square plus x square. Okay, in which if the distance between center, okay, here we are considering a circular loop in which the distance between circular current loop and the point P, here we have to find the magnetic field. Okay, the distance is less means, okay, 0 from origin O of a circular loop to a point P, means the distance between point P and a origin O is less than, means if the x is a distance, if x is the distance, x is the distance from the center of the loop, from here, from the center of the loop here, this one is loop we are considering, from the center of the loop, that is x is less than or equal to r. If s is, sorry, if x is greater than is equal to r, the distance between point P and the center of a circular loop, that is greater than r. R means radius. The radius of a circular loop is here, this lesser compared to the distance between point P and a origin of a center of a point circular O here. Okay, means the distance is greater than radius of a r. When the distance is greater than the radius of a r, means r is smaller value, means r is negligible. When we neglect the r, means that equation becomes, consider this as equation 1, equation becomes mu naught divided by 4 pi 2 pi 2 pi I into r square divided by x square to the power of 3 by 2. Okay, x square to the power of 3 by 2. Okay, when we neglect the this r square, means it is the distance, this one is the distance between point P and a circular loop, r is the radius here. Okay, after neglecting that one, we get mu naught divided by 4 pi. Here we have an area, we have a formula of area. Area is equal to pi r square, that is pi r square, means here we are having a pi into r square, that can be taken as 2 into I into a divided by, this becomes x cube, x square 2 get cancelled, that is x cube. B is equal to mu naught divided by 4 pi 2I into a divided by x cube, where pi into r square is the area of a loop here. Okay, where a is equal to pi r square is the area of a circular loop. Area of a circular loop. Okay, in which before this derivation we studied that magnetic dipole moment of a current loop, in which we are having an expression vector m is equal to product of current and area of a vector, that is I into a. Here we are having a I into the product of current and area of a vector a, that is written as B is equal to mu naught divided by 4 pi 2 into vector m divided by x cube. Okay, consider this as equation 2. Take down. Here we are, by taking a uniform circular loop, in previous class we derived that equation, that derivation, that is magnetic dipole moment on the axis of a circular loop. By using that expression, we are finding the circular current loop as a magnetic dipole. Okay, both having a same, means circular current loop and magnetic dipole also having a same expression, means by using that expression we are proving that the circular current loop is same as that of a magnetic dipole here. Okay. Take down. Therefore, the equation 2 represents, or the equation 2 is similar to that of equation. Which equation? Electric dipole at a long distance x from a here. In the first chapter we studied that similar to, for an electric dipole, similar for an electric dipole at a large distance x. At a large distance x, that expression is vector E is equal to 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught 2 into vector P divided by x cube. Consider this as equation 3. Now we can say that from equation 2 and equation 3, the circular current loop as a magnetic field. By using a circular current loop, we are finding the magnetic dipole moment here. Okay. This is all about a circular current loop as a magnetic dipole. Take down. Okay. Next, we are having a topic of magnetic dipole moment of a revolving electron. Okay. Revolving electron means we have to consider here electron that is having a negative charge. According to Bohr's atomic model, the charged electron, negative charged electron is represented by minus E here, that is having a negative charge. According to Bohr's atomic model, that is negative of the electron revolving around the positive. According to Bohr's atomic model, charged electron revolving around the positive, which is moving in this direction. Means it is moving in a anti-clockwise direction. Okay, electron revolve around the positive of a charged nucleus in a circular motion. Okay, this revolve around the positive of the electron in a circular motion, in which when it revolve around a positive of the electron, the electrostatic force means it produces a centripetal force. Centripetal force means toward the center of the electron. Here we are having a positive and it is negative. Both are opposite charges. And both are opposite charges means it attract each other. When they are attract each other means when it is comes towards the center of the charge means it is called centripetal force. When it is going away from the center of the charge means it is centrifugal. Here we are taking a negative of the charge revolving around a positive of the electron. When it is revolving around a positive of the electron means it attract here. Means positive and negative charges attract. When it attract means it comes towards the center of the electron. When it is coming towards the center of the electron means there is a centripetal force is formed here. Okay. According to Bohr's model or according to Bohr's atomic model, charged electron revolves around the atomic model, charged electron revolves around the positively charged nucleus. Okay, positively charged nucleus in a circular orbit. It is revolving in a circular orbit. In circular orbit. Okay. Here we have to show the magnetic dipole moment of a revolving electron. Means when the electron is revolving around the nucleus, it is having a positive of the charge. What is the magnetic dipole here? Okay. Now, the electron charge, it performs it when it is revolving around a positive of the electron, means it performs a uniform circular motion. Uniform circular motion around the nucleus of a charge. Therefore, the negative means electron performs a uniform circular motion. Uniform circular motion means it is revolving uniformly. Uniform circular motion around a uniform circular motion around the nucleus of a charge. Around a nucleus of the charge, that is plus Z. It is revolving uniformly around the nucleus of a charge. When it is revolving, means it attracts the positive. It is having a negative charge, it is having a positive charge. When both are opposite charges, means they attract each other. When they are attracting, means the electron comes towards the positive of the electron here, proton here, nucleus. When it comes nearer to the nucleus, means it produces a centripetal force. That centripetal force means towards the center of the electron here. Okay. Okay. It is having a radius r. When the electron is uniformly moving with a nucleus of a charge, means it is having a radius r, and the speed is v here. Okay, r is the radius of a orbit, where r is the radius of the orbit. Radius of orbit. V is the orbital speed here. V is the orbital speed. Okay. Now we have the current due to it. The current due to a motion of an electron can be written as, therefore, the current due to a motion of an electron can be written as I is equal to E divided by T here, where electron is moving with a time period. We know the time period, that is T is equal to 2 pi r, is the circumference of a circle with a orbital velocity, orbital speed v here. T is equal to 2 pi r divided by v. Otherwise, right here, the current due to a motion of an electron I is equal to E divided by T, or T is the, right here, T is the time period of a revolution. Time period of revolution, that is T is equal to 2 pi r divided by v. Consider this as equation 1. Consider this as equation 2. Okay. what we consider here? We consider an electron. The electron is moving in a circular motion of a nucleus of a charge. The electron having a negative charge, the nucleus having a positive charge. When both are having a opposite charges, means they attract each other. When they attract each other, means the centripetal force is formed here. It is moving in a circular motion, means it is having a radius r and it is having a orbital velocity, means orbital speed, that is v here. Now, to find the magnetic dipole moment along the of a revolution of a revolving electron, means the current due to a motion of electron, that is I is equal to E divided by T. E is the electron, T is the time period. Where the time period of a revolution, when the electron is moving in a circular motion means it is having a time period, that is circumference of circle T is equal to 2 pi r with a velocity orbital speed, that is v, means T is equal to 2 pi r divided by v. When we put the value of time period 2 pi r divided by v in equation 1, now put equation 2 in 1. Okay, when we put equation 2 in 1, we get I is equal to E divided by T is equal to 2 pi r divided by v, that is I is equal to E into v divided by 2 pi r. Consider this as equation 3. Okay. Equation 1 is I is equal to E divided by T. Equation 2 is T is equal to 2 pi r divided by v. Now equation 3 is I is equal to EV divided by 2 pi r here. Okay. Now the magnetic dipole moment, that is the magnetic dipole moment is associated with the electron calculating around the nucleus. Means when the electron is revolving around the nucleus, means it is associated with the magnetic dipole moment, that can be written as, therefore the magnetic dipole moment mu, the magnetic dipole moment is associated with the magnetic dipole moment mu is associated with electron calculating around the nucleus. The electron calculating around the nucleus means we have a electron E that is carrying a current I in a area of a circle, that is A. It can be written as mu is equal to I into E. Mu L. The magnetic dipole moment is associated with the electron calculating calculating around the nucleus, that is mu L is equal to I into A. I is the current, A is the area of the circle here. Okay, here we are having it. A is equal to pi r square, that is I is equal to pi into r square. We know the value of I, that is current. I is equal to EV divided by 2 pi r. Put this equation 3 in this one. After putting the value of I is equal to EV divided by 2 pi r into pi r square. Okay, EV divided by 2 pi r into pi r square, where pi get cancelled, r and this r is cancelled. The remaining term is mu L is equal to the magnetic dipole moment of it, that is mu L is equal to EVR divided by 2 here. Consider this as equation 4. Mu L is equal to EVR divided by 2. Take down. Okay, here mu L is equal to EVR divided by 2 is the equation 4. The direction of an electron moving around the nucleus is anti-clockwise direction. And the anti-clockwise direction is equal to the clockwise direction, means we have to write the direction of the magnetic into the plane of the paper, that is mu L is equal to EVR divided by 2. That is equation 4. Next, divide by mass of electron to a equation 4 on right hand side. Divide and multiply by mass of electron on right hand side of the equation to the equation 4. We get mu L is equal to EVR mass of electron divided by 2 into mass of electron. Okay. After dividing and multiply by the mass of electron to equation 4, we get mu L is equal to EVR into ME divided by 2 into ME here. Okay. Now we can write this one as mu L is equal to E divided by 2ME, that is MV into R. Consider this as equation 5. Now here we are separating ME mass of electron, R is the radius, V is the orbital speed. That MeV into R is called a magnitude of the angular momentum of the electron here. The angular momentum of the electron L is equal to MER. That is, we have considered this one as separate, right? Mu L is equal to E divided by 2ME into L here. Okay, where L is the angular momentum of an electron when the electron is revolving around the nucleus. Right here, ME is the mass of electron, L is the angular momentum of an electron. L is equal to, right? L is equal to ME into VR, that is angular, the magnitude of angular momentum of an electron. Angular momentum of electron. Okay. Now, if we write this equation, consider this as equation 1. If we write this equation mu L in a vector form, that is mu L in vector form till becomes negative sign. Why? Means the electron is having a negative charge when the expression, this expression shows, okay, when we write the equation 6 in a vector form, if we write this in a vector form, is that is vector mu l is equal to E divided by 2me into L. It expression shows the both mu l and L having a opposite direction. Means mu l is in a positive, L is in negative. The angular momentum, magnitude of an angular momentum, and mu l. What is mu l here? The magnetic dipole moment. The magnetic dipole moment and the angular momentum of an electron both are in opposite direction. That we can write this one as the negative sign indicate the direction of, when we write equation 6 in a vector form, that indicate the direction of vector mu l and vector L, the direction of vector mu l and vector L opposite, or vector mu l is opposite to vector L, opposite to vector L. Why it is opposite to vector L? Since the electron having a negative charge, since the electron having a negative charge. If it is positive, means here we are having a positive charge. Okay. Now in a vector form we get vector mu l is equal to magnetic dipole moment. Mu l is equal to minus E divided by 2me into vector L here. Take down. Firstly we consider by the Bose atomic model. From the Bose atomic model, the electron revolve around the nucleus of a positive charge, in which, now therefore according to Bose atomic model, the orbital angular momentum, that is L, orbital angular momentum, according to Bose atomic model, the orbital angular momentum of electron, this one, the orbital angular momentum of electron is equal to integral multiple of h divided by 2 pi, is equal to integral multiple of h divided by 2 pi. Okay. Now we can write L, orbital angular momentum is represented by L. L is equal to h divided by 2 pi. Where L is equal to h divided by 2 pi. Okay. By the Bose atomic model, the angular momentum is equal to the integral multiple of a h divided by 2 pi. Then we can write this one as L is equal to nh divided by 2 pi, where n is the integer, and h is a Planck's constant. H is a Planck's constant here. Okay. Now we have an equation 5, that is mu L is equal to E divided by 2me into L, where L is equal to me into V into R. This is equation 5. Now we can write from equation 5, from equation 5 we can write mu L. Mu L is equal to E divided by 2me. We have a value of L. L is the angular momentum of an electron. Orbital angular momentum of electron is equal to the integral multiple of a h divided by 2 pi, that is L is equal to n into h divided by 2 pi. Now we can write this one as mu L is equal to n e into h divided by 4 pi into me. n e into h divided by 4 pi into me. Consider this as equation 6. Consider this as equation 6. Now, if we write the n value as 1, that is n is equal to 1 means mu L is equal to E into h divided by 4 pi me. That value is a minimum value, that of mu L, that is called Bohr's magneton. Therefore, the minimum value mu L, the minimum value of mu L is for n is equal to 1. When we put a value of n is equal to 1, we get a minimum value of mu L. That minimum value is called a Bohr's magneton. If we put a value of n is equal to 1 in equation 6, we get mu L is equal to E into h divided by 4 pi me. Mu L is equal to E into h divided by 4 pi me. This is called a Bohr's magneton. When we put a value of n is equal to 1 means it will becomes minimum value of a mu L, that is called a Bohr's magneton, that is mu B is equal to E into h divided by 2 pi me. It is equation 7. Therefore, equation 7 is called Bohr's magneton. Equation 7 is called Bohr's magneton. If we put the value of electron, Planck's constant values, Planck's constant and mass of electron, we get the value, that is mu B is equal to, after putting the constant values, value of electron, which is Planck's constant value, and mass of electron, we get 9.27 into 10 to the power of minus 24 ampere meter square. Okay, ampere meter square. This is the Bohr's magneton value when we put the value of constant values, that is Planck's constant and mass of electron. Take down. Okay. Here we are finding the magnetic dipole moment of a revolving electron. With the magnetic dipole moment of a revolving electron in a, when we take a dipole moment in a circular motion means the magnetic dipole moment in a orbital motion means it will becomes mu L, sorry, it will, when we consider a magnetic dipole moment in a orbit means that is considered as mu L. When it is taken in a spin means that is mu S, where we have both mu L is equal to mu S. The magnetic dipole moment when we consider in a orbital motion means that is represented as mu L. When it is in spin means that is represented as mu S here. Okay, both mu L and mu S, sorry, both mu L is equal to both mu S, both are equal here. When the both are equal means the magnetic dipole moment of electron is expressed in terms of a Bose momentum. Otherwise, write here. The magnetic dipole moment of electron, the magnetic dipole moment of electron in a circular motion, sorry, in a orbital motion, due to orbital motion is mu L. It is called a mu L. And if the magnetic dipole moment of an electron due to a spin motion, similarly the magnetic dipole moment of electron due to spin motion is mu S here, that is mu S. Therefore we have a value that is mu due to spin motion is equal to mu S is equal to mu B of a Bohr magneton. We can write the magnetic dipole moment of electron is expressed in terms of a magneton. The magnetic dipole moment of electron, the magnetic dipole moment of electron is usually expressed in terms of a Bohr magneton. In terms of a Bohr magneton. Okay, this is all about the magnetic dipole moment of a revolving electron. Here we consider, see once again, here we consider the electron revolving around a nucleus here. It is revolving in a uniform motion. The electron having a negative, nucleus having a positive charge means both attract, means here the centripetal force is produced. It is having a radius r from the center of the origin to the electron, circular orbit here, and it is moving in electron moving in a orbital speed, that is v here. When it is moving in a uniform motion means it forms a angular momentum, that is L is equal to m e into v into r. By using that one we find the Bohr's magneton, that is mu b is equal to e into h divided by 2 pi m. Okay, this is all about the magnetic dipole moment of a revolving electron. In the next class, we continue with the topic of galvanometer. Okay, take down. In the next class, we have a topic moving coil galvanometer and the conversion of galvanometer into ammeter and the conversion of galvanometer into voltmeter.